What's up everybody, it's Kiyodo and welcome back to another SMT Dx2 video. Today we're doing more gacha pulls and this time we're checking out the Shiva alternative from the Dimensional Featured Summons, which is bringing back the 4-star version of Nekomata and Abaddon as well. So these have alternative versions. I think a lot of people are looking at Nekomata because it's relatively useful in PvP, especially random PvP, when you give your whole team evasion. So this is the paid banner, by the way, so checking out the rates here. 5 stars, 1.5% on the 5-star pool, 5 stars in it, which is a little bit odd, but that's not too bad. So it's not 6, but also it could have been 3. So I mean that could be a thing, but it is 1.5%. So I don't know. It's like it kind of makes up for it, but then you never know for sure if you're gonna get what you want, especially if you pull something like Cuckoo Lane, then you're just really screwing yourself. But I mean, the others aren't too bad. They're relatively high grade. Trumpeter's awesome. I would totally like to pull another one instead of the Shiva, honestly. And looking at the 4 stars, they have a increased rate on the new Nekomata and Abaddon, or alternative versions of them. So that's pretty cool, especially if you're looking for that Nekomata, because a lot of people do like purple, yellow as well, and then teal I think could work out too, if you have some transferables that you like to put on them. So yeah, we're going to be pulling on this banner, and before we do that, I wanted to check out 2 things. So Dimensional Summon, this is the free version of the banner. It's pretty different. I did want to show this off because it was, although it still has the Shiva in it. 1% on the 5 stars, same rate on the 4 stars, and you have all these demons in the 5-star pool. So that kind of cuts your chances if you don't get really lucky. Well, in any case, checking out the second thing here, let's go over the skills that this new Shiva has. So the original Shiva was more of a physical attacker, AoE physical attacker, more precisely. But the thing is, Shiva still couldn't get around things without Fizz Pierce or anything to get rid of 5 elements from Huang Long. So that was kind of the bad thing about having regular Shiva. Even though regular Shiva is pretty strong, this alternative version is a mage instead of a physical attacker. Still a sweeper, but the innate skills are really awesome. So you still have the serial killer transferable, but Ishvara is one of the passives on here. But this is a mage, so some people might think this is kind of weird to have a plus 25% crit rate and plus 20% to accuracy. And it casts Rebellion at the start of the turn, which is a little bit weird, right? For a mage, it's like, why would you want that? And then you look at the next innate skill, this unique skill here, Third Eye. So inflicts almighty damage, physical, on your enemies, so there's that. But you do have magic attack scaling off of this skill. So instead of using your physical attack damage to use a magic skill, you're using your magic attack damage for a physical kind of damage skill. It's really weird how they kind of switched that, but that's just how it is. Honestly, I feel like this way is better because this skill has a chance of having a critical effect or miss, which is dependent on the respective rates. So that means that if you have critical percent or if you have some like accuracy percent on there that'll help you from missing, this is a really interesting way of putting this because it's not a magic skill that will for sure hit. It's a magic skill that can miss, but it also can crit, and that's really crazy. So anytime you have those magic percent primaries with the accuracy percent on their tertiaries, so it's actually not too bad to put it on Shiva now. You can reduce the cost to 7. It can make it a little bit better. Honestly, I don't think it's the greatest thing in America. But going around the Fizz Pierce meta with this new alternative Shiva is really good, because that way the whole Repel and Drain Pierce for physical attacks just doesn't happen to work on this guy. It makes it really awesome. And looking at the magic stat here, really high up there at 229. So that's something you also have to look at. Although the speed is kind of fast, so you kind of have to put this on their faster teams. It is not so bad. You do have a relatively decent like physical attack there too, so in case you do want to do regular basic attacks, not so bad. And because you have the Ishvara giving you Rebellion on the first turn, you don't have to worry about going first or second, because if you do hit with that basic attack, you still get the crit, which is a free press turn, which you can use if you have your demons in the right order. Then, you know, you can get that free turn in instead of wasting a half turn. So it's actually really cool. So looking at the awakening skills here, Soul Drain, if you have red, just switch it, honestly. Transfer, it's not that good to have the red one. Yellow could be useful, although I feel like it's relatively weak too. It makes it more of a support, but I don't think that Shiva will cast it on its own for the AI. Savage Glee could be super amazing if you're going really aggressive with this build, but also you can just have the Drain Force in there because why not, right? Goes with your Rama if you're using the Rama builds, and this could actually work with a Rama team. I feel like it'd be super strong. And looking at the Gacha skills, no mute, relatively good. Great aim, probably not so good. Mana aid, even worse than great aim. Null charm, this is probably the best one that you could get. So if you're pulling teal, holy moly, that's jackpot on jackpot. Purple's actually not too bad either. Mana aid can be used, I guess, but you wouldn't be using that in PvP. So yep, it looks relatively decent. You're probably still going to be using Divine Brands on this guy, but seems really, really good to pull for. So that's what we're going to be doing. And thus, we're doing 2 times for this. Do 2 multi-pulls. Let's go ahead and do the first one. And thank you all for waiting. Let the pulling begin. Right now. Alright, don't you dare get disconnect on me again. Alright, starting off kind of strong. That's not bad, but also, ooh, I mean, Auto Taruka, that'd be so great if it was just, you know, on the Gacha slot, but so close. Otochi. I don't know if anybody really uses Otochi except for our gate. I feel like you don't really need to. Anybody good? Nope, going through them. Just the 3-star. Toxic Cloud. Toxic Cloud is something that I might be using if poison ever becomes a thing, because I feel like they'll revamp some of the weaker ailments and make them actually useful, like poison and curse. That could be really cool. You never really know. We haven't gotten to like a heal meta yet, and I'm still waiting for that because heal meta could be really fun in this game, or just really, really annoying. It kind of just depends on what works or not. We just don't have the demons or skills to really work with them yet. But I feel like that'll just be like a really tanky, really tanky meta with heals, and that could be bad. So I can see why it's not happened yet. Plus we have all these insta-kills in the game, and insta-kills just kind of destroy things, don't they? Little bit of a problem. Definitely not what you're looking for. And we did get a 4-star. I guess it's not the most terrible thing. But we did have to pay for this banner. I mean, like, seriously. Give me something else. Like, at least alternative versions of the 4 stars. Let's go again. Last time, I really gotta save for Masakato and the Reapers. But we're spending because Shiva looks good. Or Trumpeter would also look good. No! Out of all the 5 stars that I said not to pull! I told you not to get this one! Oh, no. Even though they did rework Kuhu Lane. You're not a physical attacker. And no one beats purple Kuhu Lane. Out of the Kuhu Lanes, at least. Damn it. I mean, like, I saw the 5-star at the top left, and then I was just about to get happy. But it had to be the worst of them. It just had to be Kuhu Lane and teal. Not even purple. Like, how? I don't know. I don't even know. Like, should I be happy for the karma? Maybe. Because, like, maybe, just maybe, I can use teal Kuhu Lane into some sort of, like, summoning for a 5-star fusion with a higher grade. But no. I don't even know if I have anything, because I have nothing planned with Kuhu Lane in mind. As far as I know, at least. Jesus. Jesus! I mean, I could have gotten happy about it if it was good. And I should be. You know what? Stop complaining, Kiyodo. That's, like, really depressing. How dare you complain about pulling a 5-star? Well, I mean, I told you, this is like my sort of luck. It's just the worst thing. It's like, every time I say don't do this thing, it always has to happen to me first, before anything else. But, yeah, I guess that's just how the pulls are gonna be. And, hopefully you guys pull your Nekomata, or if you get really, really lucky, pull that Shiva, and then level that baby up, because, oh my god. The third eye skill is just pretty amazing, so I kind of want to see how that'll work out in PvP, and maybe we'll go up against them later on. So this has been Kiyodo. Thank you all for watching. Had some weird pulls today, but hey, that's just my luck as usual, right? So yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Later.